Post. Alright, so today is Friday, March the 10th, and this is my yoga practice. I got the timer going, and we are good to go. So, start up. A short forward fold. Get some kinks out of the neck and the back, especially the neck and the low back. The low back is feeling fine. The neck has a fair amount of sensation. All right, downward facing dog. Today's the 10th, so right shoulder to the camera. Hands about shoulder width, feet about hips width. Straighten the back. Try to get the arms and the back into a straight line. Try to relax the ankles and the calves. Rotate the hips a little bit, or rotate the pelvis. Try to get the pelvis in line with the back. And feel that neck. And then just relax, right? Chill out, count your breaths. Hold the pose for about 3 minutes. And there we go, that's 3 minutes. There we go, wrists pop. Toes didn't pop. There we go, knees pop. The left knee was kind of quiet, the right knee was a little louder. All right, cool stuff. Personal practice today, no viewers. All right, easy mode. Cramp in the left big toe. And now we do our transition to upward facing dog. Cool, awesome transition to upward facing dog. Maybe scoot that over a little bit. Elbows into the rib cage. Posterior flex on the spine. So yeah, stick your butt out. Feel some balance. And straighten the legs. So I'm feeling a little low on calories right now. So I haven't eaten yet. But yeah, and so the balance just feels a little off. So I can sit and stretch, right? Things that don't take much effort. The low back's actually going kind of slow today. But as far as holding things that take effort, right? Muscle effort, doesn't seem like that's going to be working today. Hey, so I got a viewer. David Kov Kabai. Hey. Good seeing you, sir. And so this is me. This is my practice. I pick a few poses. I hold them usually for about 3 minutes or so. Relax. And yeah, that's what this is. This is me doing yoga. And just relax. And feel the back. Point on this pose, at least for me, is to get the back ready for deeper back bends. Because with this pose, you can get the low back, get the vertebrae, all the discs in place. So that next up, I can do a wheel pose or some other back bend. And the spine will already be ready for that. But then I also turn the hands towards the feet, which is not what people don't normally do that. Turn the hands towards the feet to get the more sensation on the forearms. 13 seconds left. That. All right. Next up. Hey, look at that. Got another viewer. Table Ticks. All right. Table Ticks. Interesting name. Good to see you. So, after up dog, it is now time for the wheel pose. The way I like to get into wheel is kind of cool. We'll start off with a fish pose. Grab the backs of the thighs. Crown the head to the earth. Feet up to the air, hands up. Lift the hips up, and lift the rest of the body up. There you go, and that's a wheel pose. And then let's move around a little bit, see how that's working. So that's all that. Now I want to do half pigeon. All right, it's the 10th. Start with the right leg first. Get that back. Ball the foot to the elbow. Side of the foot to the elbow. Get everything in place. Grab the hand. Behind the head. There we go. Try to turn the hips towards the earth and the shoulders towards the back leg. Hold this all in for about a minute. It's another 10 seconds or so. And then I'll do the other side. So normally I like to hold most of my poses for about 3 minutes. But on my back bends, I kind of shove 3 of them all together and take that total for about 3 minutes. Feel that nice stretch. And then the other side. So actually move kind of quickly through these. That seems quick to me. And get that around into the elbow. Feel that stretch. And relax. Again, hips. You want to turn the hips towards the ground. You want to turn the shoulders towards the back leg. So a lot of contrast in this pose. And a lot of tightness for me. Or I feel the limits of the body, right? I feel some tightness. Of course, it's all relative for each person, right? And there we go. That is that. All right. So that's all my back bending. Now, a forward fold. Other shoulder to the camera. And then after all that quick movement and intense poses, this goes kind of slow. I'm going to hold it for about 3 minutes. All right, the timer's set for 3 minutes, right? So it gives me a lot of time to get into the pose and a lot of time to hold the pose. And then just relax. So you have forward fold. Once you're able, right, you want the crown of the head to just relax, fall towards the earth. You want to relax as much of the upper body as you can. Try to let the spine dangle from the pelvis. Pelvis will rotate forward a little more. And just feel that. And it's really cool once you start to get the hamstring flexibility in order to do it. It really allows you to space out the vertebrae in the back. So if you have any kind of back pain or neck pain, sometimes it's helpful to realign things. Just let the everything decompress, so that you can realign stuff. And a lot of times, as soon as you realign stuff, you don't seem to have nearly as much pain. But again, your mileage may vary. And just relax. Alright, get the hands under the feet. See what that feels like today. When you get the hands under the feet, it changes how you balance yourself. So you're using the heels a lot more. It's because the front of your foot is on top of your squishy hands instead of directly connected to the earth. So you have to use the heels a lot more. And that's that. To the floor we go. Cool stuff. Still got my viewers. Maybe. We'll see. Next up, hip openers. Right leg first. So, yep, right leg first. Half lotus, right? You see that? Easy for me. Cool stuff. Been doing it a while. And then we do a little hamstring stretch just to get a feel for that. For that left hamstring a little bit. Start the relaxation process on that. But this is a hip opener, so let's open that hip some more. Let's open the right hip. And then take this down. Foot to the chest. Shin to the chest. There we go. And then let's really open up that hip and thigh. Get that foot behind the head. There we go. That's that. And now we have the glory of the 3-minute timer. And so just chill out, relax, and hold this for 3 minutes. So let's see here. Alright, there we go. That is the foot behind the head. Very cool. And just relax.
best as you can. And no, I have not always been able to do this. But with daily practice, you get better and better at it. Just relax. And it's pretty cool because you feel a massive stretch on the right thigh. But then also, interestingly, with this positioning of the body, the blood flow in the right thigh is constricted. So everything just kind of stops. And it's not something you're used to, or not something I was used to when I first felt it. It was really weird, and that was part of the limiting sensation on it. Right? So what I call limiting sensations, right? That's when the amount of sensation is too much, it starts to become painful. And as soon as it becomes painful, I'm out. Just pull back and don't do it anymore. Sensation's okay, pain is not. And so you look at me, if you're not quite as flexible as this, right, and might be somewhat painful to you, don't do that, right? But for me, right, there is a lot of sensation, right? I definitely feel the right thigh, and then can feel the blood slowing down. But there's no pain. Just sensation. And that is 3 minutes on that side. So we get that right foot down. Let the blood flow reestablish. You feel it in the foot and the thigh. The blood flow getting reestablished. Alright, so next up, the other side. So that left leg, that left hip. Let's open up that left hip and thigh. Start with the half lotus. Look at that, nice and simple. I have been able to do lotuses for quite some time. And then practice relaxing the right hamstring just a little bit. And then, away we go. Start opening that left hip and thigh. And then you notice, right, I go from here, then I take the leg down, and then bring the foot into the chest. I don't just go from here to here, because having just done that, the muscle actually has to slide over to a different spot on the bone, and it's not comfortable, and you have to watch out for that, and you have to take that into account, because if you don't, you might not feel good. And feel that. And then the big boy, the big guns, right? Get that foot behind the head. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so there we go. That is the foot behind the head. Yeah, I can kind of roll around a little bit. Get the back resituated. That's what that looks like. That's that profile. Can even go the other way. Alright, turtle, turtle. Yeah, I'm not sure which way looks better, because this way it's like, dude, what is that foot doing on your head? Whose foot is that? Yeah, it's my foot. And got a minute 14 seconds left to just chill out and relax. Something on this side. Another thing that I noticed recently is when I'm in this pose, I want to bring my chin towards the chest to make sure that I'm really extending the back of the neck as much as I can to prevent any neck issues. And so yeah, massive stretch on the left thigh. And feeling that blood flow tighten up. Or feeling the lack of blood flow, actually. So feeling that build up on the left thigh. That is not something I was used to feeling. And it took me a while to get used to that. And there we go. That is that.
release, and replace. Again, just feel the blood flow get back to normal. And you can feel it on the whole leg. You can just feel the blood from the thigh just to start going down the leg, and you can feel the foot start to receiving fresh blood. So pretty interesting sensations. All right, next up is hamstring practice. All right, so right leg first. Feel neck just a little bit. Feel that right hamstring. And voila, look at that. Feel that relaxation. I'll hold this for about a minute. Because I can actually feel quite a bit of sensation once I get all the way down. And I'm using my shin to try and pull my foot up a little bit. It feels also feels a little bit of stretch on the calf muscle. Alright, so that's 1 minute for that. And then we enhance. And relax. Most challenging aspects of this pose is getting the man parts into a decent spot. Not super easy. This is a really cool stretch. So I've got the right hand underneath the left thigh. And straightens the elbow, locks the ball and socket joint in place on the right shoulder. Left shoulder's getting a nice stretch. Got the left hand wrapped around the right foot. Feeling a nice stretch on the left shoulder and left side body, left rib cage. And, oh yeah, I feel a nice stretch on the right thigh. Right thigh and hamstring. And just relax and wait for the timer. Assuming you can hear the timer. Yep, 2 seconds. There we go. That's that side. Awesome stuff. Clear that. Start that. Other side. The left side. Yay, the left side. Alright. So bend that right leg. Foot to the thigh. And relax. Right? It's all about relaxing. And yeah, your muscle will start to feel tight. That's okay, especially when your muscles are tight. And just let them be tight, right? Because that's what you have to do, because you want them to lengthen, right? And then you've got to learn how to relax. And only go so far as you can go, right? Maybe you can't get your forehead all the way to the earth. That's okay. And just relax the body. You can bring the foot to the side and then try to start to slowly use the shin muscles to pull the foot and the toes up, which creates sensation on the bottom of the foot and the back of the calf. And we've had a minute of that. More than a minute, 12 seconds. Alright, and then just get the command parts in place is not easy. Grab that and relax. Let the spine go to where it needs to go. And so the right side of my pelvis actually lifts up off the earth just a little bit. Just enough to allow my forehead to get down. And relax. And almost done with the practice, just a couple more poses after this. I'll let this guy hit 3 minutes, and then we'll do wide splits, and then we'll do a handstand. And that will be that. And it sounds like that's it. Nope. Yeah. Oh, different thing. Still 20 more seconds in this alarm, in this pose. Once you start to be able to have flexibility for this and feel it, it feels really awesome. It feels really good. There we go. And start that up. And get this back up here. Let that leg recalibrate itself. Reset itself. And there you go. Splits. It's just that easy with daily practice. Yeah, daily practice. Practice it every day. You'll get there. And relax. Let's add a shoulder stretch. And then twist the left shoulder. Reach the scapula with the left hand. And try to reach the fingertips further up the spine. But then after you do that, right, that takes effort, then relax, right? This side for about a minute total. Four, three, two, one. All right, the other side. Nice. Oh, look at that! Got another watcher, John Paul. Good to see you, sir. Get that left shoulder down, get comfortable, and then bring the right hand around. My right shoulder for this pose is not as open and pliable as my left shoulder. So it is not as easy for my right thumb to reach the right scapula. And then after you reach it, or as far as you can reach, then you relax. That's time. So release that. Get that. Get the timer. What is that? last pose, last sequence. Get up to yogi squat. So, yeah, all four on the floor, right? But feet on the earth, comfortably apart, right? So the feet make about the same line as the knees. Hands to prayer. You know, his fingers. Oh, look at that! I got another viewer catching the tail end of the practice. All right. Oh, even another viewer. Look at that. What's up with that? So I've got Kegel and Malawani. All right. Well, you hit the final part of the practice today, right? So yogi squat, very cool. Arms are parallel to the earth. And then crow pose. Yay, crow pose, everyone's favorite. Hands to the earth, hips up, shins to the upper arm. Oh, look at that. That's feeling kind of pretty easy today. Easy and balanced. And then from here, super cool transition to wide splits, handstand. Lift the hips up. Keep balance on the hands. Oh, come on. Balance it, baby. Oh, balance. Maybe. Nope. It's done for the day. All right. Well, thanks for joining, everyone. If that was cool, if you enjoyed that, look me up on YouTube. You can watch the rest of the video there. And appreciate it, guys. Hope you all have fun and enjoy the rest of your day.